What up, Ninja Clan, and welcome back. Today, we are playing some more Disney Lorcana. And over the other side of my screen, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the Daddy Louie.
Hello.
There's his hand. And today, we are playing starter decks again. We've got the new Into the Inklands starter decks. But if you saw our last game, don't panic, because now we're reversing the tables. The tides have turned. Today, I'll be playing the Ruby and Sapphire deck. Daddy Louie, what is on your table?
The other one.
The other one.
Amber
I'm playing,
Emerald.
not yours. Amber Emerald. There we go. Right. So here we go. The big roll-off.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Let's see. Yep.
6.
Bother.
I will let you go first this time.
You're a scholar and a gentleman, sir.
I'm mulliganing 3.
I'm going to mulligan my whole hand.
Wow.
I am going to ink Maid Marian through the glare. And then I'm going to spend Maid Marian. And I'm going to play a Chapter 1 card, Minnie Mouse. She's a 1/3 quest for 1 vanilla mouse. And it's your turn.
Vanilla mouse. All right. Draw. I am going to ink Patch. And then I'm going to spend that ink to play Kaida. Kaida is a 2/2 vanilla person. And it's your go.
Okay. I will ready, set, and draw. Okay, I'm going to ink you. And then I'm going to spend 2 to play Scrouge McDuck. So he is a 1/3 quest for 1 and has the ability Treasure Finder. So when this character quests, you pay 1 ink less for the next item you play this turn. Then my Minnie Mouse will quest for 1, putting me on the board, and it's your turn.
Okie dokie. Ready, set, and draw. I am going to ink Horus. I'm going to spend those 2 ink to play Wendy Darling. Wendy Darling is a 1/3 and quests for 2.
That's not nice. Okay,
and then Kaida will quest for 1.
Oh, sorry. I knew that was happening. Sorry. I'm ready questing. I'm ready questing and drawing, apparently. You questing. I'm ready setting. I'm drawing. I know how to play the game, I promise. Okay. I am going to, again, ink Maid Marian. Then I'm going to spend 2. And I'm going to play Motunui. So Motunui is a 2 cost, is a willpower of 5, move cost of 1, generates 1 law, and has the ability that I can't read from this place. Recreation. So whenever a character is banished while here, you may put that card into your inkwell face down and exert it. It is a beautiful, beautiful card. Then I'm going to spend 1 ink to play an action card, and this is Voyage. Move up to 2 characters of yours to the same location for free. So we're going to move Minnie and Scrooge up to here for free. Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to challenge Kida with both Minnie and Scrooge. So they'll do 1 damage each.
Okay.
And they'll each take 2 damage. So she's gone. And that is the end of my turn.
All right. Ready, set, and draw. I'm going to ink Patch. I'm going to spend 3, and I'm going to play Rolly. Rolly is a hungry pup. He is a 3/3 quest for 1, and he has support.
So he's a supportive hungry pup.
He is a very supportive hungry pup.
Like a comfort eater, one would say.
And then Wendy Darling is going to quest for 2.
All right. Are you finished?
I am finished, yes.
Before I start taking my turn. Sorry. Because I'm terrible, apparently, just not waiting for you to finish your turn before I start mine. I am going to spend 2 to play a chapter 2, a Floodborn card. Duke Weaselton, or West. Is it Weaselton? Yeah. I keep wanting to call him Wesselton. So Duke, he's a Weaselton. Duke Wesselton, or Weaselton. Is coming in. He's a 1/2 character, quest for 2, and has ward. So opponents cannot choose this character except to challenge.
Okay.
Scrooge McDuck is going to quest for 1, bringing me up to 3. And then... yeah, I'm going to quest with Minnie as well. Slightly regretting it, but yeah.
Alright. Ready, set, and draw. Before I ink anything, I'm going to spend 1 ink to play Improvise. Improvise says nice. Chosen character gets +1 strength, and then draw a card. I'm going to give that to Wendy Darling. So she's now a 2/3. I'm going to draw a card. I'm then going to quest with Rolly. He's going to give his 3 strength due to support to Wendy, making her a 5/3.
5, yeah, I see what's coming. I see what's happening here.
Wendy is then going to challenge your location.
Yep.
Taking it out.
Yep. Oh, I should have challenged you with Minnie Mouse.
Then I'm going to ink and improvise.
Yep.
And then for 3, I'm going to play your friend and mine, Pongo.
Oh.
Pongo is the determined father. He is a 3/2 quest for 1, and he has an ability called Twilight Bark. Once per turn, you can spend 2 ink to reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a character card, put it in your hand. Otherwise, put it on the bottom of the deck. And it is your turn.
Okay. I will ready, I will set, and I will draw. I have an issue with ink, if you hadn't noticed.
I did notice.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm very surprised that you didn't just take Wendy out.
Yeah, I
that
should
would have given you 2 new ink.
I couldn't have taken Wendy out, because she's got 3 and I've only got 2. So she would have still been on the board. But no, I do regret not doing it. If I lose this, that might actually be the turn that lost it for me. Okay, let's see if we can salvage this. We are going to quest with Scrooge McDuck to give me 5. So when he quests, so whenever this character quests, you pay 1 less ink for the next item you play this turn. So I don't have great cards, and I have an issue with ink, as you know. However, the next item is going to cost an ink less, so I'm going to spend 3 to play the Vault Door. Mm-hmm. This is a card that would have been great last turn. So it has sealed away. Your locations and characters at locations gain resist 1.
That would have been a great card last turn.
Yep, and I just drew it, which is really irritating. So that's going to go sit down here, out of the way. Hopefully you forget about it by the time I draw another location.
Hopefully you forget about it by the time you draw your next location.
I mean, I keep forgetting to take Law off my location, so I probably will forget about it. I'm going to end up using it as my discard and be like, did I ever catch you? And then I think... what have you got on the board?
1/3, 3/3, 3/2.
Yeah, see, the problem is all of my characters have 1 strength. I have a lot of weak characters on the board, which is really annoying. I really need more ink, otherwise I can't play anything else. Spoilers. So I am just going to quest for another 3 with those guys, and it's your turn.
Let's ready and draw. I'm going to ink Cubby. Then I'm going to spend 5. And I'm going to play the Protective Sister, Nani. Nani is a 3/6. Quests for 2 and has Bodyguard. So she will come in exerted. I am going to challenge Mr. Weasel. with Rolly. Rolly is a 3/3.
Okay, he has 1 damage back to him.
Pongo is going to challenge Minnie Mouse. He's a 3/2.
Okay. Alright, so she'll do 1 damage back.
And then Wendy is going to challenge Scrooge.
And he will also do 1 back.
And it is your turn.
Okay, yay. Oh, this is not going well for me. Okay. I can't believe I'm playing a Sapphire deck and I have less ink than you.
Well, you haven't inked anything in 3 turns, so...
I don't have anything to ink. That's... okay. Although, we are looking to rectify this.
I haven't played a location at all this game.
Yeah, they're not as fun as you think. Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to do that. I am going to ink Huey. Which makes me very sad, but I'm going to spend 4 to play Moana. So she is a 4-cost, a 3/4 quest for 1 that has our favourite ability, Evasive. I'm then going to spend Vault Door to seal you away forever, which means you cannot gain any more lore, and I win the game. Hooray!
Hooray!
It's your turn.
If only that's what the Vault Door did.
I know, right?
Draw. Okay, before I ink anything, I'm going to spend 4, and I'm going to play Tinkerbell the Generous Fairy. She is a 1/4, quests for 1, and she has an ability called Make a New Friend. And that ability says, when you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a character card, put it in your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. I am going to reveal Jetsam. Putting Jetsam into my hand. I then am going to ink Patch. And then I'm going to pay a final ink to play my first location of the game.
Oh no.
Duel Manor. Duel Manor has a move cost of 1, although putting that there makes it look like something is there, and it's not, so let's move this stuff up here and put this down there. That's better. It has 4 strength and gains me 1 lore every turn. I am then going to quest.
Oh yeah, you can still do stuff.
Nani, Wendy Darling, Rolly, and Pongo. I don't really want to lose Pongo.
Yeah, you do. You got bodyguard anyway. It's fine.
Oh, that's true. I do. Very true.
Yeah.
So I'll quest with everything except for Tinkerbell because she is still drying for 2, 4, 5, 6, taking me from 4 to 10, and he's in the lead, and it is your turn. If only you had that wonderful card called Be Prepared.
Ah, shush.
The hyenas would come and eat all my puppies.
Wow. I'm not going to lie. As an observer, that was a fantastic turn. Well done, sir. As your opponent, just go away. I will ready, set, and draw. Come on, heart of the cards. Oh, my days. That's not helpful at all. Okay. I'm going to ink Flounder. I am then going to spend 5 to play Scrooge McDuck. So Scrooge McDuck is a 3/5 quest for 1 and has 2 abilities. First ability is, I'm going home. During your turn, this character gains evasive, so only during my turn. And his other one is, I didn't get rich by being stupid. You also don't win Lorcana matches by being stupid. During your turn, Whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may play an item for free. Which would be great, if I had any. So he's drying off there in his foily goodness. We do have Moana. So Moana is going to challenge Nani.
Mm-hmm.
We're both going to hit each other for 3. So you are down to 3 and I'm down to 1. And that is my turn.
Okay. Let's ready everything. Let's draw a card. Let's gain 1 from my location.
Oh, yes.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is use Pongo's ability, Twilight Bark. Once per turn, I can pay 2 to reveal the top card of my deck. If it's a character, I can put it in my hand. Otherwise, it goes to the bottom. So let's reveal. It is a Flotsam. So Flotsam will go to my hand.
That's not good.
I'm going to ink Helga Sinclair, your MVP from last game.
Yeah, I do love Helga Sinclair.
Spoiler alert, if you have not seen that video, go watch it.
I mean, it's on the thumbnail, so...
I'm going to spend 3 to play Jetsam.
Yep.
Jetsam is a 2/2, quest for 2. He has Ward, and he also has an ability called Eerie Pair. Your character is named Flotsam, gain Ward. And then I am going to... I'll just quest for everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Putting me up to 18.
Yep.
And just like that, it's your turn.
All right. Okay, ready, set, draw. For the most pointless turn in the history of turns.
You know, I just realized something. If we ever play a game of Lorcana and a location makes MVP, that thumbnail is going to be incredibly difficult to make for the video.
I mean, yeah, but that's your problem, because you make the thumbnails. That's a you problem. You do realize I've played a location, right? And I can easily make that my MVP.
I know.
Just to stick it to you. At least my one's an island. Yours is a whole house. Alright. Considering this card is not in this deck, the only thing that could genuinely help me now is a Be Prepared.
Yep.
Like, there is nothing... Oh, my days. Okay. Well, why not? Well, let's just do it, because we can. So I'm going to spend 4, and I'm going to play Grandma Tala. She's a 3/3 quest for 1, and has the ability, There Was Only Ocean. Just like on the thumbnail you're about to make. When you play this character, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You may put one into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So I'm going to look at the top 2 cards of my deck to see what I would have drawn had we gone on for another 2 turns. Okay, so I'll keep that one. I'll put this one at the bottom of my deck. Just to get a respectable 10, I will quest with both Moana and Scrouge. Takes me to 10, and for funsies, because I'm playing a Sapphire deck, I will ink Hey Hey.
Hey.
And it is your turn, sir.
What to do, what to do.
Well, first you've got to ready, set, and draw, and then you can consider all your options.
Ready, set, draw,
so you get
and
1 automatically for your location.
Yep.
So, I don't know if you know this, but you are only 1 law away from winning.
Interesting. Well, in
I
that
think
case,
if you're being smart, I think what you should do is pass turn.
I mean, I could
That's
pass
what I would
turn
do. It wouldn't make a difference.
and I'd
Because you
still
still get
win
the one
next turn.
Yeah, you would.
Unless you can take it out, which you could, technically. But I'm going to quest with Wendy Darling,
Wendy.
who will be my MVP for the simple fact that she has been on the board since turn 2. She took out at least your location, and I think one other character. Maybe not. She might have taken. I know she took out your location because I played the improvise, and then Rolly gave her.
Yeah.
And then she's just quested for 2 every turn, so she's definitely gotten me the most lore. Wendy Darling, as a talented sailor, is my MVP for the game.
I genuinely don't know what I want my MVP to be. It's not going to be you, because you just got played. And that is true on so many levels.
You had a big problem with ink.
I did. And you guys at home didn't get to see this, but I mulliganed my own hand, which you knew. My opening hand were all ruby cards and all uninkable. So I had to just get rid of my entire hand because I was like, well, I'm going to have a problem with ink if I don't do that. And then turns out
You had a problem with ink anyway.
I had a problem with ink anyway. Yeah, for a sapphire deck, for pity's sake. And that is the big problem with Sapphire. I know we keep saying this every time we play Sapphire, is that if you can get those cards that allow you to draw and get ink on the table, and it works as a really good Sapphire deck, Sapphire decks are flipping amazing.
Yep.
But you have games like this, where you just cannot get those cards.
Yep.
It's just a nightmare. Absolutely.
And I think that's kind of an issue with Lorcana in general. And full disclosure, obviously I love the game. We've been playing it now since release.
Yeah.
But one of my, I guess, issues, if you want to call it an issue, with Lorcana in general is just the lack of card draw. And you have a 60-card deck, and you never get to see most of your cards because you only really draw into or play, the first third, maybe half of your deck most games. In my opinion, there needs to be either more card draw so that you can get to your more important cards to play your combos and stuff like that, or and what I really think needs to happen is I think that, and this won't happen, this is just me talking out loud, I think that decks need to be 50 cards instead of 60. I think that 60 cards with the amount of card draw that is currently available in the game is just too much.
Yeah.
If you have a very important card that's essential to, your strategy and your combo, there is a very strong chance that you're never going to see it because 60-card deck is quite large for a game like this that tends to not last long enough to see all of your cards. Games like Magic, for example, games can really drag out and you end up seeing all the cards in your deck. Plus, there's lots of things that you can do to draw cards, where in this game, obviously it's still very new. That's why cards like Lucky, that lets you draw up to, like, what was it, 3 cards?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Or, a whole new world, which lets you fill your hand back up to 7.
7, yeah.
The problem with that card is that your opponent does that too.
Yeah.
I think that's, for Sapphire, for example, like you said, if you don't see your cards, then you're kind of dead in the water. And because of the lack of card draw, you're only drawing 1 card per turn unless you have cards that let you do more. You could very well be top decking by turn 4 or 5. If you ink a card every turn and you play a card every turn, you could be top decking by turn 4 or 5, and then
Yeah.
strategy kind of goes out the window at that point. Now it just comes down to luck. Are you going to draw
Yeah.
the lucky card that you're going to draw? So I think just in general, as the game goes on and more cards that let you draw cards get introduced into the game, I think it will become less of an issue. But I think in its early stage now, I think we're still at a point where we're top decking so much, and you're just not getting your combos and stuff quick enough because you're just not seeing the cards that you need. But random tangent.
But I think it's a valid point, though, right? And I think, what are we now? We're like the start of March now.
Yep.
So we've got one more set to go until we are 1 year into Lorcana.
Yep.
Right? Because they're releasing sets like every 3 months.
Yep.
So these release in February. So say February, March, April, May, then June, July, August. So yeah, we've got one more set in May to come, I reckon.
Yep.
And then we've got a set in August, which I have thoughts about that. I think they're going to do something big in August. I think
Chapter 2.
I honestly think they'll do Chapter 2 in August. I think that's what it's going to be called. I also think they may introduce a new ink color.
Oh.
And I really think they're going to do that. I think this first year, and again, complete tangent. Thank you for sticking around. I think this complete first year of releases will be Chapter 1, and then, all our subtitles, so Rise of the Floodborn, Into the Inklands, Mary Poppins, Inks, and Elf, or whatever the next set is called. And I think this entire set is all about introducing one or two little mechanics.
Yep.
Every set. So like Floodborn, we had Resist. This set we had Locations. I think the next set is going to introduce something new again, like a small tweak to the game. And then I think by the time we get to Chapter 2 in August, I think that's when Ravensburger are going to kind of say, right, the game's been out for a year, you know how to play everything, now we're going to start making big changes, like a new ink colour or 2 new colours or something drastic in that sense,
For ink colors, I think the next ink color I would like to see is white, and they could call it either like platinum or diamond or something like that. And I would like it to be like a neutral color that can be played with any of the
like a spectrum,
so like a third color that you could introduce into your deck that has more neutral stuff that kind of supports all of the colors. That would be cool.
Yes, that'd be cool. I think that's what they might do as well with Chapter 2, bring in kind of like a spectrum color, like a white or a black or something, and it's like, you can play this in any deck.
Yep.
That'd be like a rainbow.
Or they could do white and call it like diamond or something, and black and call it like onyx.
Oh yes.
Right? And white can be played with any color, and then onyx can only be played by itself. It cannot be mixed with another color.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Ravensburger, if you're watching, you should hire me onto your design team.
Hey! There's 2 of us.
Hire
we come
us
as a pair
on
now.
your design team.
There we go. Yes. Hire him for design and the ability to win games and being good at tactics. Hire me for the dad jokes, because we all know we need them. And so that I can stop you making mistakes, like putting Atlantis into the decks. Anyway, see our last game for a full-on rant about the lost city of Atlantis. And check the comments for probably a lot of hate. Anyway, my MVP. Coming back
all
to,
that
coming
to
back
say.
To this game. All that to say. I've eventually decided that my MVP is going to be Scrooge McDuck. For the reason that when I quested him, he allowed me to play this item for 1 less, which is a great item, regardless of the fact that my Martinui had gone and I didn't draw any more locations. The fact that he reduces the cost of other cards in a deck which, 1, is supposed to give me lots of cards and ink, and 2, turns out didn't at all. Just the fact I didn't have to ink this card just to get ink on the table was quite good. So I'm gonna go with Scrooge McDuck. Plus, he's a new character to this, and I love DuckTales. So, Yes, and David Tennant is awesome.
Do, do,
Um,
do, 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 do.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
Race cars, lasers, airplane.
It's a duck world. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history.
DuckTales.
Woo! Okay, let's stop that now. Okay, would you like to do your usual shenanigans to close us off?
Absolutely. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know down in the comments section below. What are your thoughts on set 4 coming out, or second chapter? Will we see new colors? What colors will we see? Let us know what you think down in the comment section below. Also, we have a Patreon, so make sure that you go and check that out. Links to all of that will be down in the description below. Make sure you tell your friends, your family, and your milkman, even if your milkman happens to be your wife's best friend, which, no judgment.
Wow. Okay, well, he has been your diamond-loving Daddy Louie. I am your slightly onyx-shaded Atomic Ninja G. But as always, you guys have been awesome, and this has been a very musical Disney Lorcana.
Lorcana.
Woo!